Hi guys, Cindy here. So we're gonna do our nails with 1, 2, 3, go enailcouture. I'm gonna use the oval ones, and I have already picked them out and etched them. I didn't really start on them yet. I'm gonna prime them right now, and we've got all 1, 2, 3, go things because I don't want to be accused of using the wrong products or not doing it right. The ones I had last week, I just left them plain, and I was going to try to wear them longer. Another week, the purple ones. But since I didn't really paint them and they were kind of jelly in texture, I could see underneath the nails, and seemed like they developed some air pockets, and it looked like there was some moisture, and that one of the big thumbnail was getting dirty, and I don't know if it's because I did not etch it far enough up the nail, or I didn't put enough gel up the nail, but I just thought that was gross. I didn't want that on my hands, so I just pulled them off. My nails are thin, that they're always thin. I don't really know that they're any more damaged, except for this one that I injured, than anything else. This one here seems to be kind of splitting on me, and I think it's because of typing. But anyway, that's just the way it is. So I got some base gel in. This is the first time I've used it, so let's give that a try. Plug in my lamp. I'm going to do both hands at the same time, since it's a big lamp. I don't have to do one hand at a time. So let's paint this on. Can you see it? I'm just painting it on like you would fingernail polish. And this is the first time I've ever used this. They say that you're able to stick these nails on with base coat, so we will see. I wanted to use my MacBook, but it was because someone had told me to check the camera, and sure enough, it had probably dust on it, probably from whenever I was, filing my nails or something. And it didn't even dawn on me to check that. But it did some kind of update, and it was still messing around, so I says, oh, forget it, maybe next time. I don't know. This iPad might do better. I don't know. It just doesn't have much disk space, and so that's kind of the reason I like using the MacBook. But the MacBook's old. I think I bought it in 2012, so surely they have better cameras on the new ones. So we primed it. I used alcohol and acetone, and then I put a little bit of primer on it before this base coat. So I don't know how long this is supposed to go. Apply a thin coat of base coat covering the free edge of the nail, avoiding the cuticle area. Says cure in a UV lamp, or cure 1 minute in a UV lamp, or 30 seconds in an LED lamp. I think this is both. This is Super Sun UV LED. I think it's supposed to be both, so we'll just say 30 seconds. And I'm sticking both hands in there. We might do a few more seconds because I didn't get it immediately in there. So I can kind of feel the heat on the fingers. But I used my Goldilocks bit to help me get them off. It was really vibrating. It might just be the drill, because it's, this drill's on its last leg. I haven't pulled the new drill out. I just, one of these days, I might get bit if I expect it to work and it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to do this 30 more seconds just in case it needed a whole minute. Okay. And I'm just sticking, here's this little pink lamp. It looks kind of like an enailcouture lamp, but it's not, or one of the old ones. They've got some new ones that are really snazzy, and but it looks like one of the old ones. And I might order one of the new ones. I'm kind of hesitant to order stuff because people are complaining that it's taking months and months and months, and you know, I don't like that. I mean, a couple of weeks is fine, but more than 3 weeks, that's just too long to be holding on to my money. Okay, so let's get this dude plugged in. Okay, so we're going to use the base gel again. Let's start off with the little pinky. Okay. Might put a little bit more on the nail and then some more on the more on the natural nail, and then I do like not having all that gob of poly gel on it. Now, poly gel is nice because it'll stay. You put it on and it'll stay. So let's see if we can get this on straight. Really, it was just the thumbs. There's several of them had air pockets in it last week, but it was really just the thumb, this one thumb that I probably did more than 10 seconds, but that's okay. Other pinky. Hope everyone's having a good day. If you're don't know, if you're watching this late, this is 4th of July, 2020. I just, we walked this morning, and then I cleaned up and went to the mall, got a pedicure, went ahead and paid for one because I just had trouble reaching my feet. I do like having this in the bottle and not having to deal with that thing about, you know, either a... Let's see, make sure it's in good. All the air bubbles out. Push it down. I hope I got it straight. That was one thing I should have checked. The pinkies, if they get air bubbles, it's not as big a deal. I do see some bubbles at the bottom. That's okay. So that's what these look like so far. I really like this little lamp. I don't know what I'm going to do when it goes out. Well, they'll come up with something else. Max has got a new lamp. It looks like the lamp that goes with the Kiara, or like the lamp that goes with Kiara Sky, but I have not ordered that because I just do not need any more clear tips. So I have not ordered the set. One of these days, next time I place an order with Max, I might go ahead and order the lamp. It's straight. Okay. The other one. Really, the only, I did kind of Google to see how to remove the pre-nails, which they're all the same. And I started drilling, and once you get, it even suggests drilling the top of it out. And once you get that drill out, you know, you may as well just get them all out. This here is just the flash cure if you've never done this again. And then when you get done, you need to cook it a whole another minute. Okay. So that's what these look like so far. I might not have to trim these. Of course, they kind of naturally trim too once I get the typing. They, I got a lot on this brush, so I didn't have to dip in again. I got plenty of poly gel, but I'm really not in the mood to do poly gel anymore. And I got towards the end, all I was using it for was to stick on these. You know, there is some pretty, okay. I don't know if I did very good on this one. We'll see. But that's okay. Like I said, I got a gazillion nails. The only, thing is getting them off without, hurting your own nail. Oh, I don't know, I guess I got it out of the view of the camera. I was just painting it on. So, put that on. Flash cure that. I'm real bad about checking the air bubbles till it's too late. Well, it's kind of hard, just one-handed doing this. This one seems to have a few little bubbles in it, but that's probably okay. So this is what they look like so far. Let's do this other one. I suppose if this stuff is just wonderful, it'd be worth the wait. I see they have like big bottles of base coat and stuff on their site you can buy that, to like refill these. Took that in. I think I got all the air bubbles out. Uh-oh. Well, this one is not sticking on me. I don't know what's going on. Did I have the light on? Was that what's going on? That might have been it. Okay, so let's try this in again. I bet I didn't have the light on. Because it generally, just after a few seconds, really started sticking. Skin a little bit. I guess it's okay. The other one was easier to tell if you messed up because it was that dark color. Okay. Go. Is that straight? Yes. That's what they look like so far. So, one more nail each. hit that thumb good, because those was the ones I felt like stuff was fluid, not holding. And I tried to make sure when I etched them, I etched them real good too. Get all the way up to the top. Sounds a little bit bigger, and I used a 0, so. Okay. So, try not to waste my light. Well, one, you have to be careful because you don't want it curing your supplies, and then two, you don't want to use up the light any sooner you have to, because then you have to get you a new light, new lamp. Okay, so let's, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and cook these 60 seconds more. Get those on good. I'm doing both hands at the same time. So this one here looks like he's got some. These clear, we'll be able to see the air holes. Of course, the damage will have already been done. I do see some air bubbles in the thumbs. Maybe they'll be okay for a week. I just wear my nails a week, so. And I could tell, like I was messing with avocados, and I could tell, like me pulling the skin off, it was getting the nails super dirty on the inside, and I think, hey, what's going on here? That's how I knew. If it hadn't been for that, I would just thought it was air bubbles. But I could tell it was getting inside, because it was getting the underside of the nail dirty. And we didn't want that. So we are gonna, it does look like, let's see, it does look kind of like there's air bubbles in there, but that's okay. We're gonna deal with it. So for now, I'm just gonna do some alcohol, then I'm gonna buff the top, and then we're going to put a top coat on. And those will all get more cured too. So the nails will get more and more cured. And that one might be a little crooked, but it's just hard to give them all. Okay, this one here looks a little crooked. But that's okay. The pinkies are okay, because I definitely cut those down, because I don't want to lose another nail. Put this in the drawer, get it out of our way. Now then, plug this in. Let's see if we can get the cuticles a little bit. I'm just going to use this real mild diamond bit. I don't want to run the nails I had before. All these are stronger than the Eternal Beige. So let's roll it up. Let's try to get a little bit more work out of this before it just kind of get the cuticles. So the pinky's a little bit crooked, but by the time I cut it off, it will be okay. I'm probably not going to have to cut the others off. And if they're crooked, they're just crooked. This has got some air bubbles in it, but I think it should be okay. If it's not, we'll just be doing. Not today. Kind of a blob there. See if we can get that pulled off. And this in here is kind of going in the wrong direction, but that's okay. Probably if you're, of course I'm a do-it-yourselfer, but if you was a nail tech, you would have both hands. It would be easier for you. And there is some little stand that, I forgot the name of the company because they do not sell to do-it-yourselfers. They only sell to licensed techs. But they have some little stand that a lot of people like. It's supposed to be a big help. That dipped in pretty. She, if you want to see hers, she used to do a lot more videos. She does a lot of press-ons now and sells them. And she's got some products of her own. And I've looked at them, but I don't really need any solid color stuff. Getting the pupils. Okay. Now then, one more thing. We're going to buff the top. Let me get my little sponge buffer real quick. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Now this in here is stuck to my finger good. I'm gonna leave it alone. This finger was sore all week because I had a little crack. So let's take our little buffer. I like this little sponge buffer. It's easier to get the top of them than trying to use a drill or even just an emery board. So this one's kind of glued up on top of my skin, and I'm just gonna leave it alone and let it go. Maybe in the morning in the shower. It will, because that finger's sore. I had a little crack in it from, I think it was just from all the hand washing, but it could have been from glue getting stuck to it and pulling it off too, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want it hurting. It's been hurting for a few days. I don't want it hurting anymore. And we're going to use enailcouture. I've never used it before. It's called A-Pink. I got it actually from enailcouture when I ordered something. I think it was on sale. And I didn't know what it looked like or anything, but the description looked nice. So. Let me get up and get my little brush to wash the dust off with. Hold on a second. This door is in the way. But if I shut the door, then I get too hot. So we're gonna leave it open. Got this little fish. I bought a set of brushes for makeup, and there was little mermaid tails on them. It came with it too. And so I use this one for my nails. Okay, now what? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to chop off these two pinkies, especially, probably this one we wouldn't have to, except that I got it crooked. So this one here is just to protect my nail. Trying to make it oval. I'm just cutting it about halfway down. Like that. So trying to make them oval, not too pointy. I do like the pointy ones, but I'm just gonna leave these nails like they are. And Max, you know, he has some XXL ovals that he calls pipes, and then he kind of, the extra long ones, you know, you can kind of give the nails a C shape and make them look real sculpted and pretty, but these are kind of short. So they are what they are, but there's still some C shape to them. I don't know if you can see or not. They've got a little bit of a C shape, even this one that I cut down. And we're going to cut this one down. We don't have to cut it down as much. But I'm just going to cut it a little bit because I got crooked and I can't type with it that long anyway. So this is how I cut this one down. So I'm probably going to need to have a couple of coats on this because to make them stronger. So I'll do like one base coat and then a coat of this A pink. And I got some shiny top coat too, so that would be 3 coats on top of it. That should be plenty. So it's still a little bit sideways there. I'm probably the only one that's really going to notice that it's not straight. Okay. Good enough. So now let's do a base coat for 30 seconds. Yeah, there's a few air bubbles, but as long as they water doesn't get in, and when you kind of keep them sort of transparent, then you can see, and that way you know if they start getting dirty, you definitely want to get them off because it's not just that it looks bad. You don't want to get fungus or anything on your nails. So. And I didn't trim any of these any. Some of them I might have to when I get to work, but maybe not. I don't think they were much shorter than this last week. Now on my right hand, that pointer finger, that dude, he, by the pounding and stuff that I do, he automatically gets shorter just on his own. I'm gonna be impressed if these hold up all week long and I don't see a lot of dirt inside of them. I'm gonna be super impressed that I'll know that this base coat is great, which I hope it does, because I just soon buy this base coat and try to hunt down that XVX stuff, which that was okay too. I'm taking the blame for it not lasting a whole week. I'm certain I did something wrong, so I will take the blame for that and not blame it. It's just that I would just soon like to have one supplier that I buy from. Right now, Amazon's my favorite. Okay. I'm going to put these in 60 seconds, and I'm going to do both hands at the same time. Because as long as your fingers are all in there, you don't have to do one hand at a time. Just make sure that they're all 10 showing. I kind of lap mine over each other so that every nail shows. And this, there is some air bubbles in this thumbs, but that's a lot of space to have to deal with. Hopefully I'll get better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better every week. And if you put decorations over it, or if you put, you know, a solid color, you couldn't even tell. My only thing is I don't want it to lift and to get fluid in there, you know, water and dirty water and stuff in there. Because we're probably going to stamp and decorate these, but not tonight, not in this video. Okay. Alrighty, now let's try this. I have not used it before, so we're gonna swatch it and see how it looks, okay? Because I wanted to use all I can. If we don't like it, we can wipe it off, and I'll use a pink. This is pink. This is pink. See that? Be kind of a. It's just called. The name of it is A Pink. I thought I had something kind of sparkly for his. Let's see. But I must not have. It must have been this, or maybe it was some polygel that I haven't opened yet. So that's what it looks like there. Anyway. I'm not saying I'll never use polygel again. I just, these are so convenient. And I'm not really good at filing and shaping and stuff. And I hope I don't have to file too much of these off, but I might have to a little bit. And I don't know what this A Pink is for, because it's been a while since I bought it. This is the first time I've used it, but I bought it a while back. It's just some kind of gel polish. It seemed like the website said you could use it for anything, like top coat, maybe even base coat, I don't know. Kind of transparent, pink. I'm just painting both hands at the same time like I did. That way it kind of goes, the cooking goes a little faster. If these don't look good after we cook them, we can put another top coat on it. Ooh, that's not good. I wiped it with my finger. So let's move out of the way. 60 seconds. Stick it in there. Okay. If these could, I'm hoping one coat will be enough. It kind of camouflages the air pockets a little bit. You can still kind of see it because it's transparent. maybe another coat would help it out. Didn't read the instructions on these. It may just be 30 seconds that it needs. But the more the better. Okay, it's gone 35 minutes on the video, and so I don't want to bore you guys. So as soon as this gets done in 9 seconds, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm probably going to put a top coat on it, and that'll probably be all. Tomorrow I might do some stamping on it, if I can figure out something. Okay, so this is what it looked like. I used all the enailcouture. This was enailcouture, and it was called A Pink. And I used the base gel. And I'm going to use shiny top coat. Y'all don't need to have me do the top coat. Y'all's watched me paint enough. And so this is what they look like now. And so I think this is the way I'm going to keep them. I'm probably going to put another coat of A Pink on to make it a little bit darker. And then that's going to be it. So I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great day or rest of the day. Bye.